What's happening, everyone? It's Scott here from WFLBC, and today I want to talk to you guys about film. Now, I still shoot film, and when I say film, I mean film for a camera, clearly. I shoot 35mm. I don't shoot anything other than that. I haven't really got into medium format yet. This sweater, it's cold in my office, so I got a sweater on it. It's bugging me. I have enough 35mm film cameras to satisfy my need to shoot analog photography. If I start getting into like medium format, it's going to be a bad scene. I'm going to have no room. So the first film I'm going to review is Japan Camera Hunter Street Pan, which is a 400 ISO black and white negative film. If you guys don't know who Japan Camera Hunter is, his name is Bellamy Hunt, and he's a British expat living in Japan. Film photography is his thing. That's his thing. He sells cameras, he shoots film, so naturally he has his own film out. Now, I'm finding it hard to get actual information about the film, but I've read in a few places that it's black and white security film, so from security cameras. The contrast on it lends itself really well to street photography, and I think it was a great choice. I'll put the packaging up on the screen here. I don't have the rolls anymore, clearly, because I have them developed, but yeah, the branding's great. It's really nice stuff. Now, I picked up a couple rolls when I was in Hawaii, in Honolulu, at a place called Treehouse, which if you're ever in Hawaii and you're a photographer and you're really into film, go to Treehouse. Treehouse is such a cool place. I'll put all their information below. Cool shop, neat little part of town, not near the touristy areas of Honolulu at all. Great coffee shops nearby. It's just a really cool spot. So the first roll I shot in Honolulu, and I shot on this camera here. This is a Minolta Highmatic AF2. So it's just a simple plastic 35mm point and shoot camera from the 80s. It's autofocus, but it's manual wind, manual load. It's got a beautiful 38mm f2.8 lens. You can pick these up for about $15 or $20 on eBay, and it's an absolutely perfect little street photography camera. So, you know, as we're going along here, there'll be pictures scrolling by of stuff that I've taken in Honolulu. One thing about Japan Camera Hunter Street Pan is it's sensitive to red light, which is pretty good for cutting through things like fog and haze. So if you're shooting in a city, it's going to help you out. Say you're shooting somewhere like Los Angeles or Hong Kong or Beijing where there's a bit of smog, it's going to help you out. It's going to cut through that smog. It's going to give you a clearer image. About 3 weeks after I got home from Honolulu, I took a trip to Toronto, and I brought along another Minolta, my Maxim 7000, which is a fully automatic film SLR. The lens I have on here right now is the 50mm f1.7. Great lens. I didn't really shoot with this lens with the Street Pan. I shot with the kit lens, the 28 to, I think it's 28 to 80, whatever it is, I'll put it here. That camera is fantastic, and those lenses will work on brand new Sony A-mount cameras. The autofocus works, everything works there. It's such a great system, the Minolta AF system, absolutely fantastic. I shot different stuff in Toronto. I shot, well, you know what, it wasn't that different. I guess I shot some street stuff, I shot some architecture, I went up the CN Tower and I took some shots from there. Probably not typical things that people would be using this film for, but I generally shoot Ilford HP5, which is an incredibly versatile black and white film, so I wanted to see how Street Pan stacked up against HP5, and I think it's as good. It's different. It's not quite as high contrast as HP5. It's got a little bit more grain, like just a hair more grain. And you have to think about your lighting just a little bit more, because you can have some washed out backlit shots where HP5 you still get a little bit more forgiveness with that, but it's really, really close. But that being said, I mean, they're not the same film, so obviously they're not going to react the same way. But I think overall the results I got with both cameras and in both cities, I was incredibly happy with what I got, and I can't recommend this film enough. I think that if you can find some, you should definitely pick up a roll or 5. I know you can get it online at Bellamy's website, japancamera.com. I'll put all the information below and where you can find him on social media and all of that wonderful stuff. Obviously, you know what, if you found this video, it's probably because you already know who he is and you wanted to see this guy talk about film, and you're probably calling me an idiot right now for some reason, because that's what people do on YouTube. It's a wonderful place. 2017's been a fantastic year for film photography. There's all kinds of new films being released. There's new cameras being announced with Kickstarter and all kinds of campaigns. So, and even Bellamy, I believe, is going to be making a film camera himself, which I'm pretty excited about. Bellamy, if you watch this, send me one, man. I don't want to keep it. I'll send it back to you. I just want to try it out. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to hit that like button. It helps the channel out a ton. Hit subscribe if you're into cameras, if you're into film, if you're into digital. I generally talk about Fujifilm X series, film, camera gear. I do a little bit of vlogging here and there. That's just for me, though. Nobody seems to like that, but I enjoy it. We'll see you guys next week. Take care.
From